You know, I'm tired of all these candy-colored hair heroines plaguing my anime viewing experience. I'm done with every romantic anime I watch being an homage. What? Homage. Dude, what? Homage. Bro, what is he even picking up? I'm just about finished with every new romance anime seeming like some sort of variation or continuation of the previous one. I swear, it's like all these anime are related. And for the ones that actually do manage to come up with a new and interesting idea, they unfortunately usually end up falling flat sometime later in the series. And I hate to say this, but I think we can all agree anime like these are getting absolutely out of control. However, okay, hear me out, please. More Than a Married Couple But Not Lovers just kind of slithered onto my watch list, honestly. Before, I watched a single episode, then forgot about it for like 10 months, but gee, guess came slithering back. I'll admit, I've seen some pretty out-of-pocket romance anime in my day, but this one?
It might be even better if you went in a teensy bit deeper, like this.
This one takes the cake, man. More Than a Married Couple But Not Lovers is a very surprising and eye-catching name, sure, but what's even more surprising is the fact that it's actually accurate. There's this school that teaches the completely normal core subjects of math, science, and marriage. Again, all completely normal subjects. Two people are automatically partnered up and are forced to live together for a while. There's a camera set up in the provided dorms, and the more infatuated a pair of people are, the more points they rack up. This is a required class. Not only is this anime's premise completely otherworldly, and that's putting it in mild terms, but also a lot like Eminence in Shadow. It's so good at being generic, you honestly can't even complain. Remember what I said about every romance anime seeming like a continuation of the last one? Yeah, just forget about that. If you watch this, you'll be shaking hands with Shikamori's close friend, Tomozaki's next door neighbor, and Rentogo's blood relative. Think about every predictable trope that comes to mind when you think romance anime. And put that all here because that's where it all belongs. We have the childhood friend, we have the popular guy, we even have the anime-obsessed side character, dude. I mean, this anime is juicing the juicy generic fruit dry. I'm not finishing that sentence. But what's crazy was this show is just so good at being bad. Simple. Yeah, simple. I have a tendency to watch an anime that's just pretty good, but then halfway through start thinking about all the high quality things I could be watching instead of this one, like My Life is Missing You Guys' Dog. But with More Than a Married Couple But Not Lovers, I never did that. And I think that's actually because I felt like there was a purpose to me watching it. I felt like these two were actually making romantic progress, you know? Like the story was actually changing. But then also, this is without it getting stale. It's not like there was some perfect formula of prediction you can go by to find out exactly what's gonna happen next. Well, to a certain extent. Really, what I want to say is there was just something about the way this anime did things. I mean, getting some luck before the marriage practical, tell me that's something that you've heard a singular day in your life. Then the weird thing is, even with this, the anime fit its genre to a T, but definitely didn't play it safe. It was actually kind of out there in more ways than one. More Than a Married Couple But Not Lovers felt like it followed through with everything. And what I mean by that is character development. That was the phrase I was looking for the whole time. It's character development. Jeez. See, this anime had the fortune of not falling into what I'm gonna call the not just a cutie curse. This is when an anime seems to exist purely to show off a certain unchanging character. And this would be mostly fine if the character were actually interesting and not like the most 2D thing known to man. Plus, an additional side effect of this curse is that now you notice, you don't even need to watch said series in order. You could skip to any episode and the only thing that'll really change is the problem. But the bland character cast will in fact remain bland. But then we can also have problems if the exact opposite is true, even if it's not as many. If only the characters changed and never the problem or goal, the anime could still get stale incredibly fast. And this is probably why I'd sometimes think about leaving a relatively solid title for something more intricate like My Stepmom's Daughter's My Ex. This anime strikes the perfect middle ground though. I already told you about the character development, but then with the character development comes story changes, then with the story changes comes character development. It's like a seesaw, and More Than a Married Couple But Not Lovers keeps the balance perfectly despite how plain it looks at first. And that's also why I genuinely think this was the most underrated anime to be released in the past year. Or maybe it was just my complete garbage expectations, who knows.